Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll try and throw for it here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Finding room at midfield. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Callahan. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 57 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, second down coming up. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
That is incomplete. Trey McBride, the target on that throw. But now it'll be 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Meadows firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. Miami's offense set and ready to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Fielded at about the 28. A nice punt, but a good run back as well at 13 yards. Miami set to take over. And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming.
Be a fucking superstar here.
This game, and another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
It incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Callahan, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
He'll look to throw.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on 3rd down, Meadows. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Derek Brown. He has now done it. That is career sack number 201. He has the all-time NFL record, surpassing the previous mark set by Hall of Famer Bruce Smith.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
That's pulled in at the 32. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return.
Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle
doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Dolphins have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Meadows. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Escape. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown.
Well, Charles, I mean, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Once again, it's Swift. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now he's forced out right. And a catch made by Walters. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, Meadows.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Swift is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, That was huge for him. That has to feel much better right now.
And you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver.
And that's caught at the 25.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Why do you keep fucking doing this? Why? 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 What the fuck are you doing coming over here? Why aren't you going this way?
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this down to the 10. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense.
Where the fuck are you going? What is this? What the fuck?
Rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Check that, street. Hey, smash. Cowboy 80.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. Rig.
He'll drop to throw.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Saints again ready to go on offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense.
There was a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups. Right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Brought in by Coates.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins have taken a 6-touchdown lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Meadows. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 3rd down, Meadows. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Meadows.
That's complete to McBride.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw on 2nd down. Meadows.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw again. Able to get this one to McBride. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards brings up 4th down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
It's hard to be surprised in the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Jalen Waddle as time expires in the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. A lot to get to here this final day of September, so let's get started. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Bills with the lead in the 2nd quarter. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we fly north to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot.
Did he throw that away? Where'd the fucking ball go? What is this?
Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Meadows eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Here comes the Saints punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And taken right at the 35. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, Callahan. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Davis-Price on 1st and 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, check that.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins just continue to roll. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Meadows. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Meadows. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool him occasionally. If not fool him, fool the quarterback so maybe he doesn't read the coverage correctly. Right now, though, they're in pretty good sync.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll run on 1st down. Lawton. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. They'll keep it on the ground. Lawton. And a short gain here down to the 22. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second down, here's Davis Price. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Callahan. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Davis Price up the middle, down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Second and 4, they could still get a 1st down without scoring. They run the counter. Lawton. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. It's the fullback with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are pouring it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now the Saints coming back out, ready to go for this next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On first down, Meadows. He finds his man, complete. That's McBride. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Meadows. Throw left side complete. That's Walters. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run right here with Swift. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw on second down, Meadows. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Meadows. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is fielded at the 27. "35 yards on the return." Picked up some good blocks as well. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
first down. Lawton, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Dolphins are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Meadows. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll run on first down. Callahan, he will push his way down to about the 14.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, Lawton. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll run with Davis Price. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Ty Davis Price. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The New Orleans offense set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Flush to his right, and he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for...
And he's going to go down again. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the counter, Davis Price. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On first down, Lawton. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On second down now, Callahan.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, oh. Want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Here's a give to Davis Price.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Lawton. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
2nd and 5.
They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. On third down, Lawton, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On the handoff, Davis Price. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. Lawton. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Dolphins, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.